the combination that Jimmy between Urele Mofokeng as well as Maswangan.
Yeah, no, that combination has displayed the threat that it has to Richards Bay.
Yeah.
They're able to bypass them either by the long ball behind and cause them to face their goals when defending, or try and look for those half spaces in between. And you can see with both goals, it is Mohau getting behind that defense, the cutback to a relay. But look at the presence of mind, being aware that Maswangai should be somewhere behind him.
Yeah.
He turns his body. It's how he receives as well. Credit to Mohau, he does exceptionally well to keep the ball in play. But Relay's first touch, and just him just swifting around, laying that ball for Maswangai. Brilliant goal.
He's dancing. Relay is dancing in that position. For me, the thing with the first goal is that Maswangai is the one that played Nkota. Once again, the two players combining, which is Nkota on the right hand side and Relay. One thing we've noticed now is that the right wing and the left wing of Orlando Pirates has been causing problems for Richards Bay. And one thing Relay is doing excellently, Loaz, is that he's tacking inside and the right back, Dube, is not following him. As a right back, I was telling Jimmy that I'm with you, because now the same player that was let loose is the same player that got an assist. And also Nkota on this side, you may mark a couple of players you know that they can hurt you. I mean, look the way he laid it back. He knew that Maswangai
on the left hand side, then Kutumela will play just as the 10 behind Butuma, or will Kutumela play next to Butuma, so that they change to 4-4-2 formation. It's a cup game. They can try and get a goal back as much as possible.
Space for Maswangai, past one. Goes it off for King. Better Hotto immediately takes a strike, follow up from Butuma. Flag stays down. Richards Bay catching Pirates called 2 minutes after the resumption of the match. And now we do have a game on our hands.
Goal number 4 in all competitions for Butuma. He has been knocking all afternoon. Gumed on the right hand side. Good tussle with John Otto. He wins that second phase. Buthelezi carries the ball back into play, gives a gift to Butuma, who taps in this instance. Critical phase of the game. Orlando Pirates a little bit lethargic in coming out from the change room.
The sensitivity Livito injured against the Red Devils a week ago, and so the young man who turned 22 last month will get an opportunity. He was born not so far from here, was Sebong and Blozi, just northwest of Mlazi and Dassenhoek. Sungai. It's away from him. Yes, Gumete effectively created that goal for Richards for occasions. Oh, that's rolled brilliantly in the path of Gumete again, and he cuts it back unselfishly. It's just behind Butuma and then not controlled by Mohlami, but a couple of great opportunities for the Natal Rich boys. This Pakistani Mtetwa. Butuma onside, but they do nothing.
To the front runners. This is a transitional opportunity. 3 versus 2 in that moment. Butuma's first touch, that should be 2 all. Mohlami starting the attack on the left hand side. Gumed has been a thorn in this defense of Orlando Pirates.
Richards Bay had scored before Butuma's strike today. It did come from a throw in a similar position, but they chose not to launch it into the box. Oh, caught that back. And this is the 12th match that they played in the Nedbank Cup, or they are playing in the Nedbank Cup. It's caught up. Just throw away through, can't find it. And they have scored now in 10 of the 12 matches they played in the Nedbank Cup since they were a first division team, as Butuma takes on Tonki, keeps possession. Gumete. Flogo. Oh! Penalties. What a record they do have is for King, and nice the crowd. Closey showing too much of the ball. Mohlami holds on to it. Wants Gumete. Diamante. Now Mbata. Not looking all too convincing from the Buccaneers, who Masangani doing what Masangani does, although that's not his best work. Kakazani Mtepa from Butuma, still on Butuma, and a deflection, just wide.
Butuma, decision making, do you go left, do you go right, do you go yourself for that shot? A little bit selfish for me. I thought you could have used Kutumela, you could have used Musame, Orlando Pirates in terms of Pepe.
Swinging delivery from Gomede, easily dealt with by Bata. You could see from the reaction of Lakasani Mteto as he played that ball forward that it wasn't intended for Butuma, and it might have sent Motlame clean through had it found it. He hasn't caught it. So there'll be a couple of changes here. One apiece. Let's first reports on a change here for Orlando Pirates as Moao Nkota, who has picked up a yellow card, is withdrawn. We switch our attention to Richard's bench. This is a big moment. Bandile Shandu earned some minutes, a man who has struggled terribly with injuries. How long did he have the boot boot on? He's at an awful time. An ankle and surgery. Good to see him back in the mix. Forget drill towards goal on the hunter. That's ball to find Masanya. Middle for Makaula. Otto. Given away by Dion Hotto. Butuma. Back with Orlando Pirates. Masangan. Dion Hotto. Nice ball through for Mapasa. Study continues on. Wonderful defending. Opted not to pull the trigger. I thought it would when it fell to his left.
But good cover defense coming from Mabua. We spoke about him playing as the left centre back today. We had question marks as to how he's going to cope. He dealt well with that situation, stayed with Mavasa as close as possible. And I think it was his tightness on him that gave Mavasa that doubt not to have the first time shot.
Toneka taken off his toes by Masangan. Takes over from Parkin. Those are moving into space. He received the pass. This is hit long run for Richards Bay. Ticked off by Mbata. Masangani. Asking too much here. Mapasa who continues to go. Mapasa. Saved by Otieno. That was brilliant.
Frustration on Sepapato Mavasa. He says, I want that goal. Good relationship to see that Tito with that delightful ball. But Mabua again taking his eyes off the ball, worried more about Mavasa. He tries to go across the goal. Go back and try and finish the job. Great save by Otieno in goals.
Disrupted by Masangani. Took a deflection. Kaula. Lamini away. Having lost their last 4 home games in a row and having scored just once over those last 4 home games. Fortuna's consolation against Amazulu. Now a couple of changes for Pirates, and you will feel, I'm sure, for Muzo that something needs to change, so perhaps these alterations are what is required. Lamini.
We spoke about Toki having played 7 minutes only before today's game. He only lasts 74 minutes in the...
out on loan from Orlando Pirates. And like many developments, made his delivery. Tech. Dig forward. Butuma. Pass it away. Ayala to Hutton. Back to the back skipper. Inside the final 10 minutes here at the Kings Electricity Stadium. Tafasa Mapasa. His 6th against the same team. Still operating as the focal point of their attack. There's Mahota waits in the wings. Potential change could be made. And speaking of changes, it will be Richards Bay who look to their bench first in these closing stages. Intercepted, but the ball given away. Jelly. Dava. Dam Chetwa. Josie trying to keep up with him. He's tucked down off the ball. Play continues. I'm not sure if that would have counted as advantage because there was a definite. And a minute to go. They've actually taken the free kick quickly. Mapasa! And the nerves evaporate in the closing seconds as Orlando Pirates get their third. A man whose came against Richards Bay 6 years ago gets another against the Natal Rich boys.
I'm tempted to watching Thomas Mulambo say the goal was granted to Mabasa. A delightful pass coming from Zamini. The understanding between the two players comes all the way from the Celtic days. Secondary assist, Tito assist coming from Zamini. Mabasa puts it in the back of the net. Goal number 9 in all competition. Every youngster is taught when the angle is like that, Grant, go across the goalkeeper. He does the basics well. Jose Rivera and his technical team celebrate. I think the game is sealed. I think Orlando Pirates